us today. They're old hats at this point, you guys. You've seen them at our events. You've seen them on all of our shows. Hydrex is definitely a very valued ecosystem ally that Onchain Media works with, so we're happy to have them here today. And yeah, you guys, if you haven't been paying attention, there was a big announcement yesterday and blog article that RollX shared. So we're going to be touching on that today. If you're a fan of RWAs, it's definitely going to be exciting for you. But before we dive in, do introductions and start everything off, if you could just take a moment, if you're tuning in, to hit the retweet button, share this stream out so we can get more folks in here, and we'll go ahead and get started. Danny, I think it feels fitting to have you kick us off today. It's a very big day, past 24 hours for RollX.
Well, yeah, I think today's call, I really want to highlight a bit regarding to RWA. Actually, we kind of touch base this talk for the last roll call, right? So basically, we have just made an announcement that we're going to support more real world asset moving forward. And we're going to announce the very first one after this call, maybe. And also, we're going to launch a huge RWA trading incentive program very soon, right? I think Rachel, yeah, we're working on that. It's going to happen very soon. And I think the reason why we're putting a lot of efforts and attention to, RWA is because we seem like here is a huge trend that, it's about the right time to bring the real world asset on chain. So we're going to talk about more regarding to like equity tokens or commodities tokens, indexes, bonds, and some real asset maybe potentially in the future. So I think the whole market's kind of like worth hundreds of trillions of dollars globally. It's way, way, way much bigger than the current crypto industry. So if that is happening on chain, I see that people may trade all these kind of assets just like crypto for today. It's going to be something huge and kind of like change people's mind for now. So love to dive into a bit regarding to RWA assets and what we're planning to go on RollX, and also love to hear, our guest thoughts regarding to RWA as well, and see, the vision behind. We're happy to explore more, between our partners and potential ecosystem partners, and moving forward. Happy to have this chat with you and team from Hadrix, of course.
Yeah, and if you guys have seen previously, Hydrex has been very supportive. Matt's shown up. Various people on the team have shown up for our other RollX roll call weeklies. Matt was actually a surprise guest on our last one, so he's a returning guest. I would love to hear from you guys before we dive into all things on the RWA side. Do you guys want to give a quick introduction of who you are and what Hydrex is, and maybe what your roles are?
Sure thing.
I don't have a particular order in mind. So this, by the way,
Matt,
for those of you tuning in, it's super organic and conversational today.
that sounds great. Matt, you want to kick us off?
Let's do it for sure. So Austin and I are on the business development side of Hydrix, and we've been working with a lot of folks to really help them source liquidity and help them, get their token out through distribution in the base space. And so super excited to be here. We're very, very interested in, I think, supporting the real world assets movement that's kind of going on. Many people are, I think there's a lot of opportunity in the space to really provide solutions over, supporting liquidity and distribution, and even allowing some more advanced DeFi activities as well on the RWA side. So super excited to be here, and I'll let Austin do the intro.
Cool. Thanks so much, Matt, for kicking us off. And Rachel and Danny, thank you so much for having us on. It's always great to be on here, and super excited to jam on all things RWAs. It was definitely a hot topic in ETH Denver. I'm excited to chat a little bit more. And so to give a little bit of a high level overview of Hydrex, essentially we're a MetaDex on Base that supports different types of tokens, as well as sourcing liquidity for different platforms on Base. We've been around token launch for about 6 months now, just recently hit over $1 billion in volume, and have just crossed over 50 partners in the our Hydrex ecosystem. Yes, so thank you so much, and excited to be here and jam out on all things RWA. So that's a quick high level. I'll let you take it from there, Rachel.
I mean, that's huge. And you guys have just been crushing it. You've really established yourself on base. You have a lot of mind share. You've really built a respectable and reputable brand. And that's not an easy thing to do in the DeFi space. I feel like there's a lot of noise to break through. So I'm honored and excited to build alongside you guys. And, RollX is definitely, I mean, you guys have seen the TGE with RollX. Like, they have been absolutely crushing it. So makes sense that we show up. We all support each other because we all go further together. So I'm grateful for you guys showing up and being here today. And Matt just relentlessly showing up for Onchain Media, IRL and virtually. Thank you so much, man. Okay, I do want to turn it over now. Danny and I yesterday, we put a lot of love into this, you guys. So I'm very excited to show you guys. It's a big update. It's a big moment for RollX. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and maybe Danny, we can just go through, give the TLDR on the recent blog.
Yeah, let's do it.
All
Yeah,
right,
maybe.
so we'll start.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just start with the top high level topic here. RollX is now entering the RWA trading era. So this is a big moment where RollX is now, I would say, like transitioning to focus more on RWAs, and that has been such a strong meta, you guys. Like, I've seen it at ETH Denver; it was just everywhere. Like, something that a lot of projects are now focusing on, like the real tangible things and value in our world, and bridging it with the crypto and on-chain space. So Danny, do you want to talk about that decision for the RollX team, why you guys are doing this, and a little bit more about the article?
Of course. So basically, we were seeing the trend from all those, including like centralized exchanges, and also even some on some DEXs, the trading volume of equity perps or the equity stocks, even commodities, is increasing drastically recently, and people are paying more and more attention. And for example, like on Binance, like they are listing different kinds of new assets, RW assets, on the weekly basis, basically, and but less altcoins for the recent maybe 1 month. So I heard that they're also been positioning themselves like a bigger or like a general trading market. It's not just fully focused on crypto. So I think because I think that RWA is kind of like a bigger picture, not just for the industry, for the crypto industry, but for the whole world. Because the traditional like finance markets are like what I just mentioned are incredibly larger and more like sophisticated. So I think if we can, if you think about it, how market operates today, like many of these of them like still function in the ways that it designed like decades ago, right? Still like, remains the same. So for example, like stock markets is kind of operates like within a very limited trading hours. Like they close windows maybe 4 p.m. a day. So and like settlements often takes maybe more days, maybe T plus 2 days. So actually the whole like system is still very slow and less efficient. So imagine that if compared to like the crypto today, like crypto market never sleep, right? It operates like 24 hours a day, like 7 days a week. So anyone can trade all access to different assets like everywhere, anytime, and the settlements like happens like almost like instantly, so they don't have to worry about the working hours, etc. So I think why like this topic or RWA is so crucial, or it's such an important concept for us for now, is because I think it represents like like intersection between crypto infrastructure and the traditional financial markets. So we want to put efforts on that. We want to list out different kinds of like tokenized real world assets on chain and to support the trading of it. And also moving forward, we're gonna do more regarding to the infrastructure, how to support it better, how to build like a better trading markets to support all these kind of assets, and not just only to support assets to be able to trade, maybe for the users to deposit assets, and also because we're now seeing like different token issuers of those assets, like there is no like a unified one, but there are several different issuers. So imagine that there is a chain. Maybe we're also working on that to be supporting all these kind of assets to be deposited or to be used as collateral and open position on our market. It's gonna be something really huge. So I think because right now like the global like equities alone like worth over $100 trillion, and the bond market's exceeding like $130 trillion. So even like if only 1% of these assets moving on chain. So that means like trillions of dollars in opportunity. So we love to be one of the first movers and to to explore more regarding to that angle. So we made the decision to be supporting more real world assets, and it's kind of challenging, but also I think it's definitely worth exploring. Yeah, that's kind of the mindset change.
Wow. I just feel like, 4D chess, like you guys are just like thinking ahead, thinking in a futuristic sense of like what are the metas and narratives and things that will actually be around long term in our space. And I think you guys absolutely nailed it with this direction. And I'm seeing some folks in the chat who are very excited about the RWA direction. Shout out, yeah, I see a bunch of people out there. That one, Kitty, Callie, Preston, Sky, Crypto Fam Radio. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I am seeing a lot of excitement. I am curious to hear from Hydrex, though. I know you guys have been focused in DeFi, but what does that bridge look like in the RWA space between what you're building and RWAs?
Oh, I think we're definitely seeing it coming. I think Danny is calling out the trend now. It's definitely been something that we saw at ETH Denver. I think the majority of folks that we talked to were either building in the RWA space, tokenizing some sort of asset. It was
Driven
interesting from,
Labo, perfect
yes,
example. Like
driven
they were
Labo.
front and center at ETH Denver. Yeah.
Yes, you can't beat that. And then, I mean, seeing everything from cashews to grain to private credit to T-bills, uh, Hydrex has been working with a few different RWAs and helping source liquidity. So we've been working with Frax and a variety of different Forex pairs, like the Great British Pound, the Brazilian Real, the Indonesian Rupiah, and a few others to essentially, since we're starting to see that the TradFi rails aren't quite on DeFi just yet. So it makes it a little bit hard to create sustainable liquidity solutions without the amount of volume there. So we do start to see it on chain, but I think right now we're helping different projects and at different RWAs create creative solutions, whether this is like yield forwarding to generate a particular yield from T-bills to source that back into emissions. So that way there's a higher multiple on what people are earning in those different pools, to doing things like rehypothecation, where we're taking the LP assets and putting those into the Morpho and Euler vaults. So there's, I think what we're starting to see is RWAs coming on chain, but it's still super early in being able to use all those different DeFi levers. So as I kind of think about it as like the RWA lifecycle, first is we're going to have DEX liquidity. So being able to source enough DEX liquidity so that way folks can allow their RWAs to be utilized as collateral. So this is being listed on Morpho or Euler. And then once you're able to utilize those assets as collateral, you can start doing things like leverage looping and creating different types of structured products. So I think right now we're at the phase of sourcing DEX liquidity, and then we'll start to see lending markets, different types of structured products, and all the cool things that you can do in DeFi. So totally agree with Danny that this is the right trend. And I just think that we're still super early in the RWA phase and what all DeFi can do for RWAs.
That part. I feel like there's so much crossover here between RollX. Like RollX has always had a prioritization of the technical, right? But now bridging to RWAs, it's making more of an emphasis on the real world assets. And I think that that's something in our space that we're just going to continue to see that trend. I think. Like I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but I know that this is something that is growing in mind share in our industry. So Danny, I don't know if there's anything else that you want to cover on the RWA side, kind of the logic behind the decision making, and or anything we can tease that's coming up.
Yeah, 100%. I think just like what Austin just mentioned, I believe so. Like for now on the RWA, it has huge potential, but it's kind of like still like relatively like early or small for now. given that the liquidity in those markets are still fragmented. That's kind of the reason why Hydrex is supporting like liquidity, like DEX liquidity for those kind of assets. And I think the the second concern, like except the liquidity, will be like the infrastructure. So we're seeing like different like asset issuers for now, and I think moving forward, they're gonna care more about those chains or infrastructure to to be designed specifically for those kind of assets, or even for the trading of these assets. So I think that could be something really challenging and worth exploring as well. So and also like all these kind of assets could be a little bit different compared to the current like crypto asset, because it requires high requirements about like regarding to compliance, maybe like access frameworks. So that is also another part of concern. So for our for RollX, actually we're gonna implement entry-based level of KYC for users who want to trade these assets on the platform. So we're gonna launch we're gonna open a channel for those who want to trade these kind of assets with wet lease, or like kind of like KYC process for them to walk through, to be better support them and to trade those assets in a more compliant way. And I think that is pretty pretty cool, or also being some sort of challenges for those RWA for now. But I think the direction is super clear. That's the reason why we're all being working on this and believe in this trend 100%. And for
I'm so excited.
yeah, and for us, we're going to, as I mentioned, that we're going to launch the huge incentive program, but I want to keep it like mysterious for now, because we haven't
let's drop some little alpha
I wanna know.
breadcrumbs. Yeah. No, we're working on the background. I'm supporting them on this. I'm gonna let Danny take it so my excitement doesn't get the best of you.
Yeah, because we're going to launch a huge incentive program, with to encourage users to trade more on the equity side, and with multipliers for those trades happened on RollX. And also, it's going to be the second largest airdrop compared to the Genesis one. So we'd love to share more about the
That's
details
huge.
very soon. Yeah, so we'd love to see how the users respond to our strategic move regarding to like RWA moving
Can
forward.
I just want to pause really quick and just encourage, if you are tuning in right now, if you're watching in the comments and you have any questions about this, if there's anything you want to see, and if you want to get involved, I would love to see, just anyone in the comments watching right now. If there's, anything you guys want to see or anything that you're excited about, feel free to drop in the comments or in the live chat. Let's see. We got Crypto Fam Radio. Let's see. Oh, plastic is here. Wow, we're getting some regions coming in. So I had a great call today. Yeremil is doing a project to help with like reducing plastic waste for our planet. I just think there's so many interesting people in the chats. And I also feel like that crosses over with RWAs. Shout out to Dan the Man Hendrickson, Crypto Fam. Yeah, a lot of incredible people in the audience. And again, I want to encourage you all, if you're interested in the RWA vertical, if you have any questions for Danny or even for Hydrex, right? If you're interested in DeFi, now is the time if you have any questions. And I have a question actually for all of you, right? Because Hydrex and RollX, you guys have decided to make Base your home. You've decided this is where we want to build. This is the community we resonate with for whatever reason, technical, community, or all of the above. I'm curious what made that decision. What made you guys make that decision to build on Base and have conviction in Base? I also don't have a particular order for this as well, but maybe Matt. I know Matt's gonna have like some gems here.
Sure. Yeah, so we decided to kind of make Base our place because we think that, I mean, there's multiple reasons, right? One, we've had a fantastic relationship with the folks at Base. They've been just beyond helpful and supportive in helping us grow and helping us get tapped into all the other projects there. I think another component to it as well is from a DeFi perspective, Hydrex were very positioned to capture a lot of just the DeFi protocols that end up getting built, because the way we constructed our protocol is we have universal gauges. And what this means is we can tap into not just like DEX liquidity for 2 token LPs, but as Austin was alluding to, we can go ahead and support these complex structured products. We can support lending markets. So there's a lot of areas that we can provide synergy to, and we feel that all of the Coinbase custody, the $400-500 billion in Coinbase custody there, that will likely flow, or a good portion of that will flow to Base. And we're definitely going to get wet if we stand in the middle of that tidal wave of liquidity.
That surge, that Hydrex surge, you guys, it's very real. We had a whole party. If you guys remember, we did a Hydrex surge party, brought together the whole community, and I've seen continuous excitement around what you guys are building. So just hats off to you guys for building that momentum in the Base community and for making Base your home. I mean, there's a reason Onchain Media, we decided to build on Base 2 years ago. We've been building since 2024 in this community. You do get like an unparalleled level of, community support, good people building. And we've also gotten support from Base, and yeah, just very grateful for this community and the Base ecosystem. I'm curious to hear though, Danny and Austin, I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this.
I'll have Austin to go first.
All right. I guess we're saving the best for last then. Yeah, I would just echo what Matt said. I think that there's so much in Coinbase custody. We see the sizable opportunity that, having $5 billion in TVL on DeFi and then having over $500 billion in Coinbase custody, as that, money starts to come on chain, I think Base is really going to be the place where that activity is going to start to happen. We've already seen very established protocols on the Base ecosystem. It's very builder driven. There's a lot happening. Narratives are happening on Base where I think other blockchains, not so much. And I think this is a great place to be. And just to echo one more time what Matt said, Base team has been incredible. They've been incredible to work with, super supportive on all different fronts, and couldn't ask for more support than they've really given us.
That's amazing. And yeah, again, I'll just reiterate, I'm really proud of you guys. You guys have built so much, and like having that support from Base, from the community, it's a testament that you guys have built something very valuable that has resonated with the community members and the Base team. So just again, hats off to you guys. And we got Danny. Okay, Danny, we were saving the best for last here. What is the reason that you decided, as the CEO and founder of RollX, picking Base to be your home?
Well, I totally agree with Austin, and Matt's position or opinion. So actually, I think because Coinbase does have a very strong like user base so far, like tens of millions of users, right? And also so much asset backing the whole ecosystem. I think this is kind of the very biggest thoughts behind why we started to build on Base. And also, I think the narrative also echoes to what we're currently building for now, because they're always been saying like on-chain finance, as the big direction. So the narrative is super super clear. So they want to build like on-chain financial markets, right? It's just not just like another quote unquote ecosystem. There's so many different ecosystem, right? Like Solana, like Ethereum and other chains, there's so many. But I think for this kind of like talks regarding to tokenized assets or on-chain markets or global markets, etc., I think that definitely feeds very naturally into Base vision. So we kind of also made that decision. And there's another thing, like what I just mentioned, that we're implementing like like a compliance for users who want to trade those assets on our platform moving forward. I think Base is also more like closely aligned with the regulated financial infrastructure. So
Yeah,
that is
that part.
also another, it matters a lot. So we're seeing a lot of like local stables like minting on Base, and also they're going to support like Coinbase launched its own stock, right, on Base chain as well. So I think that also reflects to what we're believing and what matters. So I think that makes makes Base a very natural environment for this kind of experiment or business decision. So that's kind of the reason why. Also, so far this is kind of out of my expectation. Is I know like base has a very strong community, and I never expect the community could be this active and this creative. So
She
yeah.
wasn't. She had
Yeah.
no idea. She
I
came
have
in.
no
She started
idea.
talking to me. We got her connected with
Yeah.
Everybody Needs Base. She was like, "Oh my god!" Like we have all like I feel like I'm so happy to see that what you're building at RollX has resonated with so many people in the community. Like also shout out to Coco Codes. Coco Codes has I surpassed and exceeded my expectations with his community. Everybody Needs Base. They have made so much incredible content for RollX, and now we're seeing the Onchain media community too. Shout out to our community members who are making content, and it makes me happy to see the flywheeling, everybody making content, having fun, and creating together. So anyway, yeah, Danny, I'd say the base community has definitely positively received what you're building.
Yeah, I love it. I feel so welcome. Or, it's kind of like out of my, it's flattered, or, how can I say that? I just don't expect this kind of community backing us and supporting us in this way. And thank you so much, Rachel. And thank you, Anchin media community. And you guys done a great job too. So, and also Coco, yeah, Coco's done a great job. Like I didn't really expect it so far. So, still actively working with them and explore more, opportunities, and to build a better brand behind RollX. Yeah.
We should also touch on, I mean, we don't really have a set agenda here for today, you guys, but there is a lot happening in the RollX ecosystem. We have the RWA update. And also, if you're a research oriented person, we're releasing research and blogs all the time, helping them very closely with all of this. But also for paid incentives, right? There's trading competitions, there's campaigns, there's incentives for creators. We're trying to think of every way to activate the community, no matter what your forte is. If you're a trader, we got things for you to do. If you're a creator, we got things for you to do. And I want to show you guys really quick on the RollX page. Let me just share my screen here. I saw a recent post from Everybody Needs Base. Maybe we could touch on this real quick. Also, by the way, Matt and Austin, if you guys haven't connected with Everybody Needs Base, they're incredible. I'm sure you've brushed shoulders or crossed paths at some point. If you haven't, we definitely got to connect you guys. Oh,
Yeah, that would be great. I'm not sure if I've connected, but maybe Matt has. He's definitely the go-getter.
wow. Well, something I'll share
yet.
really quick just to give Coco Coates his flowers. So Jesse Pollock, they had like this. If you guys remember, Base was doing like this sprint in New York City at their New York offices, and Jesse straight up, he went up to the front of the room in front of all these Coinbase and Base employees, and he told Coco's story and like basically used him as an example of like this is what is possible for creators in our ecosystem. And what Coco is doing is he is uplifting the community in Africa, the Base community in Africa, and he has activated this like hyper passionate community out there of creators. So I'm going to show you guys really quick. This is a campaign that is, I believe, current right now, happening right now. We have campaigns similarly with Onchain Media happening, but I'm very excited for this one. So I'll show you guys really quick. So there's a $500 video creator bounty coming to the Everybody Needs Base bounty app soon by RollX. So just stay tuned and follow along with this, you guys. This is one of many opportunities to earn in this ecosystem. Danny and I are cooking up some ideas also on a new Onchain Media campaign. And if you've been following along, Onchain Media also recently shared that we have released our creator program. So I'll show you guys that really quick. If you are a creator, if you're looking to get paid or incentivized, RollX is one of our close partners, so we will be doing more campaigns with them as well as other projects. So if you're interested in earning as a creator, we're growing this program, trying to make it as robust as possible, and RollX is one of our partners we'll be prioritizing for this. So yeah, I just think it's very exciting. A lot of opportunities here with RollX, you guys. And I'll pass it back to Danny because I'm going to keep on rambling over here.
Well, I also want to add something, behind the scene. I had a chat with Coco, like in just for a couple of minutes. And I work on some other stuff for about maybe an hour or so. Then I found this kind of promo is already out, so they're working on like super efficiently. And also they work on this video stuff, and also always, like we just have a chat regarding some kind of initiative or some sort of campaign. Then I just see the news is out, within just a couple of minutes or so. So it's like they're doing a great job. They're so active and so creative, like what we just mentioned, that the previous content campaign or the video campaign did a great job, because all those videos have very good quality, and they're so active. And I had a chat with Gogo yesterday, and he said he wanted to bring more creators. I think he's helping projects to grow on base. In the meantime, he's helping those community members to get more exposure and to grow by themselves, grow them, like their exposure or visibility or impact. So I think Coco is doing a great job for himself and also for his community and for Base as a whole. So just shout out to Coco and Coco's community for now.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Coco. He's just such a pure person too. Like he really cares, and I feel honored we get to build alongside each other. We've talked about, everybody needs base and on-chain media doing some sort of partnership. So that's something that's been on my radar, and I would love to do more. So Coco, if you watch this, we gotta hop on a call and make it happen, man.
Yeah, let's do that.
And yeah, and then we could help more like working with RollX. I think we have learned, like both me and Coco, how we can give back to the community, right? How we can create more incentive alignment for creators. That is one of my goals through on-chain media. I want to build opportunities. I want to make sure if people are showing up, like we have incentive alignment, like we're keeping people engaged and encouraging creativity. So that's my whole mission and purpose with on-chain media. And anyway, I see a lot of our creators actually in the chat right now. Shout out to Jess, 4x4, Crypto Fam Radio. Several creators that are in our program are out there. So shout out to you guys. And yeah, I know we're about a little over halfway through here, Danny. So is there anything that we haven't covered? Anything you want to cover on the Hydrex side? Austin, Matt, I'll pass it over to Danny, and then we can go from there.
Well, I love to work with Hadrix, to be pushing this forward. Love to explore more with you guys. Let me know if you have anything in your mind. Happy to work with you guys, 100%.
I mean, yeah, they've been showing up nonstop, so I imagine there's a lot of synergies definitely to discuss.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure. I know we've had a couple of touch points kind of over the past few months. And yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for us to really synergize, whether that comes to supporting the RWA side, which I think there is naturally a lot that we can offer there. And I don't want to say too much, but would love to continue the conversations, and very excited for what we have possibilities wise.
I love it. I'm so excited. I love to see also good people starting to collaborate and build relationships. And after working with Danny and the RollX team, I know how they show up and they work. And after getting to hang out with Matt and your team also in Denver, and just the various activations we've done together, it's funny. Something that taught me about Matt's character very early on was anytime, like he's come to all my events I've done recently, he's there in the beginning of the event and he's like, hey, how can I help? He'll see me running around like crazy setting things up. And he's like, how can I help? He's always just there in those moments where it's like, there's a lot to manage. And he's like, what can I do? How can I help? And that just tells me all I need to know about his character and also the team, right? Hydrex. So I really like how you guys show up. And on that note, is there anything on the Hydrex side? Any updates you guys have? Anything coming up? Anything you guys are excited about?
Yeah, I think for us, it's definitely been the RWA side of things. So as I was saying before, we're working with Frax to help Forex pairs get sustainable liquidity solutions. We've been working with an on-chain gold to source some liquidity. And then we've been working with another platform which is focused on on-chain stocks. So we have Coinbase's coin stock that we're sourcing some liquidity for on Hydrex, which has been great. And then I think we're going to start to see more and more of these assets get listed on Morpho and Euler. So Hydrex is able to plug into Morpho and Euler to source liquidity there. And I have a feeling we'll have some of those different opportunities coming up soon. Can't say anything just yet, but I think there's going to be quite a bit coming up in the month of March.
Wait, so you guys have a space happening tomorrow on this. I'm going to set my reminder really quick. Also,
Yes.
okay, you guys are now connected with my friend Jimmy Cohen of Tree Gens. That's awesome. He is good people. We just had a space earlier. It's funny how we all have like this cross-pollination effect. It's like we just had a space with Azos before Tree Gens. You guys are working now with Azos and Tree Gens. So that's incredible. I love to see the network effect of everybody collaborating and supporting each other. That's awesome.
Yeah, super synergetic, and everyone's so friendly here too. So it's super easy to work with people. Jimmy's great, Tree Gens are great, the Azos guys. It's been a pleasure working with everyone.
Sorry, I was muted there. I know we have one of my friends here, Yaramil. He is there, very bullish on Jimmy. He's actually their COO of Tree Gens. So we have the COO of Tree Gens watching this stream right now. We had a fantastic call. I think it was like at least 2 hours. I want to say we had a call today. Really incredible human being, and yeah, again, just love to see good people supporting good people. Shout out to Yaramil of plastic, reducing plastic waste. And yeah, just like super excited to see you guys. Like you guys are like a powerhouse. Like every time I open up your timeline, it's just like new collaborations, new partnerships. You guys are just, yeah, I don't know. Also, shout out to your marketing team. You guys always have the coolest graphics and videos. So
appreciate it, Rachel.
Anyway.
Yeah, Jimbo crushes it. He's working nonstop.
Jimbo's awesome. Yeah, every single person on your team I've had the pleasure of connecting with has just been a great experience. So grateful to be collaborating with you guys. Also, wanted to let you guys know, Onchain Media will be doing its next. I actually have the date and like a lot of things figured out with this. So we talked with Pizza DAO on our community call this week. We are going to align our next Orange County Laguna Beach event for Global Bitcoin Pizza Day on May 22nd. So if you guys are interested in getting involved or coming out, Matt would love to have you as one of our returning resident speakers. And yeah, well, we could definitely jam more on that. But happy to include you guys in, the events and things we have going on. So. And yeah, same with Danny, RollX. Like I would love something I've been telling Danny for RollX. I would love to see I think IRL is going to be a continuously important meta and thing for projects to focus on. In the age of, AI rapidly evolving, I think human connection and showing up in person is just going to become more and more invaluable and important in our industry and beyond, just in life in general. So Danny, I don't know if there's any events on the roadmap, but any way we can get RollX out there and just educate people more on what we're doing here, I think would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, Danny, on that note, is there anything coming up or anything else you want to tease? I feel like we did kind of tease some stuff already, but if there's anything else, I'll pass back to you.
Well, given you mentioned about Pizza DAO, so I think we're also preparing the next phase of RollX governance, because we already have the token and we want the community, play a bigger role in shaping the platform. Make some decision regarding to the token listing, asset listing, the reward allocation, etc. So we would love to. I think our goal is to take RollX to the next level, where we're seeing so many perp dexes and how we can, shape this kind of on-chain trading market for global markets, like this kind of platform. We want to, to kind of highlight our position as 100% community-owned platform. So stay tuned. Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't wait. And sorry, I was just looking at all the comments. We got so many people who are just engaged, who have been here. And also the live stream viewership has multiplied since we started. I'm just seeing more and more people jump in and get engaged and get excited. I see a lot of pizza enthusiasts in the comments. Shout out to, Preston, you got to tap in with RollX. Preston is saying he has to tap in with RollX. Yep, we got, Callie saying he loves Danny. Yeah, we got a lot of love there. A lot of incredible human beings tuning in today. And shout out to all of you, everybody that shows up week after week, who shows an interest in what we're building here. I have firsthand seen how tirelessly Danny works, you guys, and what she's building, what we're doing at RollX. I just think is really incredible. And this new chapter is going to be very exciting. We have another. I don't know. Can we share about more resources and educational things coming out, Danny? I don't know what we want to tease or not. Maybe I'll stop talking.
Yeah, well, we kind of released research report with Onchain Media together, and to try to educate more about the community, about what we're building, what we believe in. I think we will continue doing it, and to try to share more thoughts regarding to the industry or some specific angles. Yeah, we'd love to continue doing so. Well, regarding to the topics, I think just keep stay tuned. I think we're gonna do it maybe next week.
All right.
Yeah.
And we still have our weekly roll call weekly shows happening every week, you guys. So my also another perspective I wanted to share today was no matter what the markets are doing, you guys, we have the ability to show up and build and create opportunities. And that is what we're doing. That's our philosophy here at Onchain Media, RollX, obviously Hydrex. These guys have been cooking through the bear. That is our philosophy. We want to show up regardless. If the market's up or down, we're here. We want to keep building and keep showing up. So yeah, RollX roll call weekly will be happening again next week as well, you guys. Another thing to note is that, like I said earlier, Matt's in high demand this week after ETH Denver. So we are having another show tomorrow, you guys. So get used to seeing Matt around. We're doing a lot of shows and collabs. We are doing a show with Kokoro. If you guys are familiar with Own the Doge, I have my Doge plushie here somewhere. The company that owns the Doge IP, the photo of the Doge. So we are doing a space with them tomorrow in their project Kokoro. So Matt will be joining. And yeah, he just went out to ETH Denver, made a lot of new connections and built some relationships with projects that I work closely to. So you'll see him again tomorrow on that show. Yeah, Danny, I don't know if there's anything else, or Austin, Matt, if you guys have anything on the Hydrex side. You guys have a show happening tomorrow morning. We have 4 shows tomorrow, so I haven't even gotten my brain there to go over all those, but yeah.
Oh my God. It will surprise me maybe next time our roll call is going to be hosted by Matt.
Yes, that's it. No, that's the evolution. He joins so many times, then he becomes the host. And we could switch it up. I can be what the interviewee or something.
Yeah, well, I'll catch the host disease and just keep going. That's awesome. Super excited though. It's always a pleasure to jam.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here,
music.
Matt. And thank you for joining in too. I mean, we had some incredible, I just felt like every day I ran into at ETH Denver. We had really great times, made some good memories. And I'm glad to see this is you're just really excelling in your BD role. I come from a BD background, so I just recognize you really positioned yourself at ETH Denver to build. I think the secret to being a good BD person is building authentic relationships, showing up, creating value, creating symbiotic relationships. And I just, again, got to give you flowers. I think you do that very well. And yeah, I think it makes me even more bullish on Hydrex. And yeah, just excited to see where you guys are going.
I appreciate it. It's easy to do it when you're around people who are always trying to give. It inspires you to give back. So I love working with you, Rachel, because you definitely embody that ethos as well. Austin has been incredible, and just the whole Hydrex team has been just so amazing to work with. And then we've got some amazing partners, some amazing to-be partners. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Sorry, I'm chuckling a little bit over here. So Preston is saying Matt is collab maxing. I love it. He just coined the phrase collab maxing, or maybe, I don't know, that phrase has existed already, but that's pretty funny. I totally agree.
Yep, I'm on the collab maxing grind for sure.
And Plastic is saying, so we got Yeremil behind the COO of TreeGens is saying, Matt, you're an amazing soul. Thank you, Plastic, Yeremil, for your kind words there. And yeah, again, just want to remind you all, if anybody has any questions, anything you're curious about, or if anything's unclear about what RollX does, what Hydrex does, or anything that's coming up, feel free to drop your questions. And yeah, Danny, is there anything else that we didn't go over you want to cover today that we're not going to cover next week?
Well, I think we're good. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining with us. And thanks, Matt. And thanks, Austin, for being part of this.
Let's go. Let's go. And I want to say let's grow. If you guys are getting to know tree gens more, you're automatically going to replace let's go with let's grow in your vocabulary. So yeah, let's grow, you guys. And I want to take a moment also. I don't often do this, you guys. I'm a big believer in supporting others, but I do want to ask if you're showing up here today, my call to action is that you follow each and every person here, each project and person here. I'm going to go through really quick and just go through all of the different accounts that I would recommend following just for more updates as we grow. So let's start with RollX. If you guys are not following and tapped in with RollX, please follow at RollXFi. This is where you'll see all updates on things happening with RollX. You'll see our articles. We're putting these out pretty regularly now, so you'll see a lot of updates coming through that. If you're not following Hydrex, please give a follow to Hydrex at HydrexFi. And then lastly, Onchain Media. If you guys are not following at Onchain Media, it would mean the world to me if you guys could take a moment to do that so we can grow our community. And we also have a X community as well, if you guys want to jump in there. And Callie Crypto, our community manager, will drop a link. If you guys are not in our Onchain Media Telegram community, in fact, I'll grab that myself really quick. I just want to invite you all because if you're here, if you're taking the time out of your day to be here, we want to welcome you to be a part of this community. And yeah, show up for you guys however we can. So I just want to invite. So anyway, I'll pass it over to, let's see, I'll pass it back to Matt, Austin, Danny. If you guys have any closing thoughts or any other calls to action, feel free.
I just want to say thank you so much, Danny, for inviting us on. Thank you so much, Rachel, for really hosting this. This has been awesome, especially able to jam out on all things RWAs. Excited for what RollX is going to bring to the RWA space in terms of infrastructure and trading, and excited to see what that kind of space is going to look like in the future. So that's all I got to say. And just again, thank you so much for having us on.
Amazing. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, Austin, you're more than welcome to join us for tomorrow's show with Kokoro. They're another incredible community, you guys. Own the Doge, Kokoro. Funnily enough, or not funnily, but like something they're doing that's very inspiring and impactful is they're giving back to the original owner of the Doge, you guys. The woman that took the photo of Doge, that owned the dog, they give back to her. And I think it's really cool that they are a project that prioritizes giving back to the original creator and owner. So would love to have you there, Austin.
Oh, I appreciate the invite. Yeah, definitely will be there if I can try to make it. I want to say it was about the same time we had our spaces, but if there's free time, I'll definitely. Okay, I'll try to swing by.
Yeah, it's like several hours apart.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll drop a link for you guys. All right, Matt, if you have any final calls to action, words of wisdom, anything you want to share, feel free.
Yeah, just again, thank you. Thank you so much for having us on here. Super stoked to be here. And I think calls of action, like would love to, follow the socials here on Onchain Media, RollX, Hydrex. And yeah, if you have, if you're building on base or if you're looking to optimize your liquidity a little bit, don't feel like you need to be a stranger. Feel free to reach out. And yeah, I'd love to chat if anyone wants to chat about anything, just send me a DM.
Matt is, by the way, he's not joking. If you reach out to him, he will respond. He'll support you. He'll show up for you in your community. I can attest to that. I've seen anyone I've connected him with, he's shown up for. So definitely reach out to Matt if you're looking to get connected with Hydrex. If your project is looking to deploy liquidity anywhere, highly recommend Hydrex as well. All right, last but not least, we got Danny here. Danny, any final thoughts for today that you want to share before we wrap?
I think we're good. You kind of checked out this with me like 3 times. I was like,
I know.
I got to think about it. What's next? Well, what else? It's missed.
I know. This is like, anyone that knows me out there is probably laughing because they've had these moments.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring something new. What else?
Yeah. Oh, so Yeramiel, he's probably laughing out there because we had a 2-hour call. We kept saying, okay, we're gonna go now. Then we go on to the next topic. So anyway, To any of my friends and community members out there, I love you all. Thank you all for showing up every week and every day, rather, I should say. Thank you guys. And Danny, thank you. Very excited for this new chapter for RollX. And we're gonna cut the stream, you guys. We're gonna actually end it now. Much love to you guys. Thank you, Hydrex and Matt. We'll see you tomorrow on the next show.